guys, it's Brooke with SupertutorTV, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to create your own personal self-study game plan for the SAT. In terms of the timing of when you start prepping, if you're going to self-study, if you can get started by summer before junior year, that's great. If that's not you and it's later in the game, heck, you aren't too late yet. One of the first things that you're gonna wanna do before you get totally into the realm of self-study is make sure you've either taken the PSAT or you've taken a practice test of some sort so that you can gauge where you're starting from. If you don't know where you're starting from, it can be hard to set goals and make plans for your whole self-SAT study universe. So that should be your first line of attack. Now, if you've already taken the PSAT, or assuming that you've already taken a practice test, and again, if you don't know where to find a link, check out our blog post that's related to this. Go into the comment section and click on it. You can go and check out a practice test and print it out, use a bubble sheet, time yourself. All those three things are really important because you want to simulate the actual test. You don't want to be taking it from a computer screen. That's distracting and you're going to read more slowly. It's not going to emulate exactly what the test experience is like. You also want to be sure to time yourself. If you don't time yourself, it could be a totally different result than if you did. So do that and then figure out what your score is and then figure out what you want your score to be. And you can do that by looking at the kind of colleges that you might be interested in and figuring out how many points you would need to go there. The other thing that you can look at is I've created this chart here, and this is just my recommendations for how much study time you might potentially need in order to get a particular level of gain. So if you're looking to score maybe 10 to 30 more points or just sort of avoid a personal bomb, you just don't want to totally bomb this test because you had no idea what was going on going into it. If that's the case, then I recommend that you study for at least 2 weeks. Next, if you're looking for like 30 to 60 points, say a modest increase in each section, you could study for maybe 1 to 2 months. If you're looking for 60 to 100 points per section, I would say that's probably more in line with 2 to 6 months of prep. And if you're looking for more than 100 points a section, that's over 200 points composite, I recommend that you're studying for at least 6 months. And it really depends on how quickly you pick up the material and how fast you can learn, and if you're a good self-starter or if you're good at teaching yourself. All of those good things are going to work into your personal equation, but those are just some guidelines overall. The other thing that I'm going to say is I generally recommend 4 to 10 hours a week of work for most of the students that I work with as a private tutor, and these guidelines are drawn up with that kind of an expectation in mind. So if you were thinking of maybe spending a half hour a week, you might want to readjust your expectations in terms of the kind of impact you're going to be able to make in the amount of time that you put into it. But what I will say is that practicing some is definitely better than not practicing at all. So whatever you can give to this process, you are going to get at least a little something out of it. And then my final note on this is if you're a foreign speaker or if you're scoring below 450 points a section, it might take you a little bit longer to see gains. So just be aware that you might be confronting learning challenges or language challenges that make this test even harder. I definitely recommend that you check out the companion video for this video. That's called SelfStudy SAT. It will pick up where this video left off, so go check it out if you haven't. If you liked this video and you're going on this path of self-study, I really recommend that you plug into the SupertutorTV network. You can subscribe to our channel. That's one way to plug in and see sort of what's new and what's next. The other thing you can do is we've got a mailing list where we will tell you what's new and latest and greatest here at SupertutorTV. And if you're looking for more resources for the self-study universe, definitely make sure that you keep track of us and check back often for any additional videos and test prep resources that we may have. We're working on a series of books, we're working on a series of videos. There's gonna be a lot of good stuff coming out. So hopefully you guys can check it out. Thanks for joining us, and I will see all of you next time on SupertutorTV. Bye.